be back, ladies and gentlemen.
What is up, YouTube? I'm your friendly neighborhood Nman64, and I'm bringing you the next episodes of Pokemon Scarlet. In the last episodes, we wrapped up all of the most of the side quests we had to do in Kitakami, and we've made it back here to Paldea so we can continue on with the second half of the DLC. That will take us to Blueberry Academy. But as you can see, I did say we were going to get our team to either level 100 or close to level 100, and as you can see, everybody but Growlithe is at level 100. Show you some of our good friends. Crookie got the most experience of them all because she was busy devouring the souls of my enemies. She did pretty good for herself. Hatterene remains the same since we last changed her moveset, but I think we're going to start getting good TMs for her to use, or at least to balance out her moveset, because I would like her to get a few more decent moves. Ogerpon remains mostly the same since the last time we experimented with her. Ivy Cudgel, Low Sweep, Swords Dance, Horn Leech. But I am contemplating giving her one of the Heart Flame masks, specifically because she could do so much more mixed damage with that. So for the moment, I'm going to keep her as a grass type, but I'm considering switching her over depending on what Pokemon we can get at Blueberry Academy. Growlithe, as you can see, is now level 94, holding the Clear Amulet. Flare Blitz, Rock Slide, Wild Charge, and Crunch. I'm trying to see if it can learn any more recoil damage moves, but I don't think it only has Takedown in its moveset, and I don't really care about Takedown right now. So for the sake of argument, we're gonna... I think it can learn Head Smash, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll just have to wait and see. Donduck, as usual, remains the same, and Spumbo remains the same. I will say that the Pokemon we're using right now may not be the Pokemon we end the LP with on our team, and that's just because of how many Pokemon you can get at Blueberry Academy. Like, if you thought Kitakami had a lot of Pokemon, friggin' Blueberry Academy blows it out of the water with how many new Pokemon we can get. I should warn you, I did end up skipping a cutscene where we get to meet the director of Blueberry Academy. I believe it's Cyrano or something like that. He is weird, but in like the same way that Clavella's weird, so it's like one of those, I could live with it. So we missed that cutscene, and we missed the previous cutscene back at the end of the main story, but it's nothing too drastic. Basically, we're just meeting this guy, and he gets to take us to Blueberry Academy. Cyrano, yep, that's his name. Are you all ready to kick off your studies abroad at Blueberry Academy? I sure am. Great, then let's get going. So we leave with this random stranger from school. School's doing a bang-up job of protecting students. And we begin Act 2 of the DLC, The Hidden Treasure of Area 0. Even though we're not going to Area 0. The Indigo Disc. Very important to get a specific Pokemon. A legendary, too, at that. Ta-da! We're here! Welcome to my Grand Blueberry Academy. This is actually just the entrance. The school itself is mostly underwater. Isn't that amazing? Oh, and did you notice? Look at how blue the place is. I can't tell you how long I spent picking the perfect blueberry color. Let's see, what else? Perhaps you'd have something you'd like to ask me? Why is the rest of the school underwater? Really? That's what you're curious about? Well, it's very simple. You see, it's because the school building is attached to an undersea plant that develops natural resources. Right? That's what I've heard. Yes, right. Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth. Always on point, aren't you, Lacey? Oh, no, it was nothing. Do we have a guest today? We do. Mikey is here as part of the exchange program. Make him feel welcome, eh? Hold on, this is the exchange student from the Paldea region? I suppose I didn't introduce myself, did I? I'm Lacey, one of the second-year students here. You must really be something, you know? It's rare for Director Serrano to remember the name of us new students. Huh, just call me out, why don't you? Actually, I've got an idea. Why don't you explain how things work around here, Lacey? You want me to do it? Well, yeah, you know this tour guide stuff isn't my strong suit. Well, that's certainly true, but still, I imagine there must be someone more suitable than me. Oh, please don't take it like... It's not that I don't want to show you around or anything. Director Serrano just has this bad habit of pushing his duties onto me, you see. And it's just not right. Really, letting me have it today, aren't you? That said, this might be my chance to get to know the new student everyone's talking about before anyone else can. That decides it. I will take on this task. Excellent. Now then, let's head straight down this bridge into the entrance. On you go. I just realized something. Something I really should have done beforehand. We're going to switch Autumn for Spumbo. There is a reason for this, but let's just say. I think you guys know why. Ooh, look at all these Pokemon we can get. Look, there's a little Blossom, which means the Oddish line is going to be here. Always good, because I love that line. Another Blossom. More kids. Need more Pokeballs. You should. You should what, you nerd? You should go do some barbecues. Once you've earned the BP, you can get some nice Pokeballs. What the hell is fucking barbecues have to do with Pokeballs? I know, right? I wish I had more BP. And we got Execute right here. And Stretch. Good for you. And look, Magmar. Look at all these... Oh, is that Torchic? Oh my god, it's Torchic. I love Torchic. Torchic is so fluffy. Oh, not fluffy. Feathery. I do love Torchic. I need a Torchic plushie. I have very few Fire-type Pokemon plushies. Then again, I have very few Grass types too, so... I have mostly Waters. I don't know, I'm such a loser. This is the entrance to Blueberry Academy. Our school puts a great deal of emphasis on the art of Pokemon battling. We hold official matches on this central court right here at the entrance, and any student can freely utilize this court if it's not otherwise in use. I think it's safe to say that you'll be battling more here than in any other school. Exactly, couldn't have said it better myself. That's because Naranja Academy refuses to let us frickin' battle on property. Director Serrano, I think perhaps it's fine if you just leave the tour to me. Still, it's really relaxing here with the sea breeze blowing over you. Even when no one is battling, you often see students lazing about in the stands. Oh, and there's one other quality of our school that you'll find very surprising. Wild Pokemon sometimes terrastalize here. Really? Oh, I suppose it's not anything special to someone from Paldea, is it? The terrestrial phenomenon was first discovered in the Paldea region, after all. We've taken things a step further than you and your Terra Orbs. We've developed some neat tech ourselves, something that lets us control the terrestrial phenomenon on our own turf. I bet that piques your interest, doesn't it? It does. Sir, I think it will be easier to understand how all of that works after we go to the lower level. If you could put a little pin in that thought. Always thinking ahead. That's our Lacey. Oh, you know what? I think it'd be great if the two of you had a battle. What? Right now? Why not? I'd like to see what Mikey here is capable of. And our Lacey is a member of the Elite Four in the League Club we have going here. To say nothing of the influence of her father, one of Unova's region's famed gym leaders. I bet you'll learn a thing or two. Oh, I wish you wouldn't go spreading personal information without asking first. It's just not right. Give me a good show now, you two. Believe it or not, her father is Clay. I don't understand how someone like so nice like this ends up coming from that. But, yeah, whatever. I'm sorry, but there's no negotiating with Director Serrano once he gets an idea in his head. There's no way that he'll move on with the tour until we've given him his battle. Besides, I have to admit I'm a little excited myself at the chance to battle you. Here at Blueberry Academy, we tend to go for double battles. Let's give one a try to get to know each other a little better. So don't think Lacey is going to go too hard on you here, because it is your first, technically it's your first real double battle in this game. So just know that she is probably going to go relatively easy on you. Oh, she starts off with +1 minus. Beautiful. Oh my god, Crookie is gonna devour the souls of your Pokemon. I suppose I'm representing Blueberry Academy in this battle. I'll try not to disappoint. Sweetie, yeah, you got no chance in hell. You have literally no chance in hell of beating me. Spumbo uses Heat Wave just to tender you guys up, and Crookie devours the souls of everything else. But these are just, like I said, that's just some of the few Pokemon lines that you'll be seeing in Blueberry Academy. This place is absolutely massive and has a ton of new Pokemon for us to play around with and experience. And Crookie's already stronger. Looks like my +- strategy isn't working. Guess it's time to go all out with pure strength. Excadrill. Yes, another Unovan Pokemon, and her father's Ace, so at least that makes sense. We'll go Earthquake and Heat Wave. Heat Wave seems to be working. Oh, good job, Spumbo. Alright, we beat Lacey. Well, you beat me soundly. And we got some nice moolah, which is always nice. Spectacular! You really are quite skilled. I wish I could have seen you terrestrialize one of your Pokemon, though. I'd love to see how someone from Paldea does it. The Blueberry Academy were only recently issued Terra Orbs, so I hope you'll be able to teach us more about them. Well done to the both of you. You really battled it out Blueberry style. Speaking of style, I forgot I had a uniform for you. You'll feel like you fit it right in as soon as you're dressing the part. They're really making me get undressed in front of all these people? Whatever. At least I get to keep my glasses. It suits you beautifully. Now that's what I call fashion. Oh, and you can take this as well. You obtain the Indigo Style card. Ooh, cool, we can do our hair back in Paldea. That should give you a few more options when you visit shops and salons and as such in Paldea. Now that you look the part, and hopefully feel it too, why don't we head into the school? You can pick where you want to go from the gates over there. Come on, I can show you the pride of Blueberry Academy, our world-famous terrarium. That is where we are going to be spending the vast majority of our time here in the Academy. Oh, look at Torchic. Look at Torchic. Oh, I want to hold Torchic. He's so precious. He's so precious. Welcome to Blueberry Academy. Thank you. The one place we can go to is the Terrarium, an undersea nature park where you can learn about Pokemon as you explore its 4 biomes. This place, I think, in Pokemon Violet, I have spent like 100 hours in. That shows you just how much stuff there is to do here. So let's ride our boy. Oh, never mind. Let's not ride our boy. This is the Terrarium. And look who's down there. In between my legs. Not literally between my legs, but you get the idea. It's almost like we haven't seen her in 1,000 years. Probably only been a few days since the last episode was uploaded. Lacey, I'm trying to talk about my queen here. Alright, fine, whatever. This is it. The park beneath the sea that has gained renown around the world. Our very own terrarium. We may be underwater, but the projectors built into the walls and ceiling make it feel like we're actually outside, don't they? We've been able to create a comfortable environment for Pokemon through technology. I designed it all myself, and believe me, it wasn't cheap. Within this dome, there are 4 distinct biomes. Here we have the nice and toasty subtropical savanna biome. Then off to your right, you can see the breezy tropical coastal biome. Further out to your left, you'll see the craggy, crunchy, rugged canyon biome. Last but not least, way out in the distance, we have the Arctic and snowy polar biome. Each biome's air temperature and humidity levels are regulated with the utmost care. That's why you can find completely different Pokemon species living in each area. You sure put a lot of effort into it. Tell me, Mikey, which biome tickles your fancy off the bat? Well, I am a huge fan of Africa, so I would like to check out the Savannah biome. It's a very familiar sort of environment, isn't it? The open stretches of land make it very easy to observe how the Pokemon are living. If you need to heal up your team while you're down here, feel free to use the self-serve healing machines that we've installed around the terrarium. Now then, Director Serrano, can you explain to us why crystals form here, and how the wild Pokemon are able to terrestrialize? But don't you know already, Lacey? I get it, you want me to do the talking. In that case, let me show you. The reason is actually right above our heads. That there is the terrarium core, which presides over all that happens in the terrarium. It contains a fluid that we've jam-packed full of a special material from Paldea. It constantly emitting terrestrial energy. That's what allows Pokemon to terrestrialize in the dome. Wonderful. Well said, sir. That's exactly right. Though I still don't know what that special material is within the terrarium core itself. It's never been shared publicly, has it? Well, you want to know? Well, in fact, now, what was it? I've plumb forgotten. Briar put all of it together, so I'm not certain myself. That's what I thought you might say. Bing, bong, bong, bing. Practical battle class will commence shortly in the coastal biome. Students participating in this class should make their way to the coastal biome now. Bong, bing, bing, bong. Oh, it looks like you're just in time to see a class session, too. This is too good of a chance to pass up, Mikey. Won't you join us, Mikey? You can get your first taste of our school's classes. Sure. Teehee, I do love that sort of passion for education. I'll go ahead and register the terrarium map to your Rotom phone for you. Thank you. It's fun to take a stroll through the terrarium on your own. And I think it'd be more of a hassle than anything if you had me holding your hand. So yep, that settles it. Please find your way to the class site in the coastal biome on your own. Well, it doesn't seem like I'm needed here. Wait, sir, you don't... But I've made sure that a dorm room has been all set up for you, Mikey, so don't forget to give it a visit later. Oh yes, and one more thing. Could you open your Pokédex app for me? Or Rotom just does it on his own, so it doesn't really matter. And now we have the Blueberry Pokédex. Catch as many Pokemon here in the terrarium as you please. Don't be afraid to go Sawsbuck wild. It's your student life here at Blueberry Academy, so remember to live it up to the fullest. And there he goes. Well, you can at least count on me to be around when you need me, so there's no call for concern. It's probably for the best that we head to class. I'll be waiting for you to join us in the coastal biome. Yeah, this is gonna be... Oh, hi, Lacey. I thought you said you're waiting for me at the Oh, there you go. I was about to say, what are you waiting for me for? You're gonna embarrass me in front of my queen. By the way, what the hell is Perrin doing here? Who's a good boy? Hey, wait a minute. Don't I know you for... You forgot about me? Perrin, you bitch! I am... That is a dagger right to my heart. You know that? Oh. My old partner. How are you, partner? I mean, Mikey. I should just fuck with her and be like, do I know you? That's right. Good old Perrin is still kicking around. You're doing well yourself, eh? I sure appreciated all the help you gave me back in Kitakami tracking down the Blood Moon beast. I never thought I'd just bump into you like this. How about I teach you a new pose to celebrate? You learned the looking good, Emo. Oh my god, she's back to flirting with me. Good lord. Oh, and that's the Growlithe I trusted to you. So you've been adventuring together, huh? Look at that, Growlithe. It's your brother. I told you that you'd meet each other again. Ooh, you're a good boy. I'm going to evolve him into an Arcanine. I kind of forgot to do that before. So you're here as some sort of exchange student, huh? Nice. What a coincidence. I just started working here. As a photographer, of course. Heh. Yeah, it pretty much is, right. Now, I'm sort of waiting to hear if the school likes my work, to be fair. They say they want snapshots of the terrarium and the students and all for upcoming marketing stuff. So, how about some photos of you? Ah, speaking of photos, I got a hot tip I could let you in on. But if I told you, I bet you'd just go running right off. How about this? I'll snap some candid shots of you catching tons of Pokemon in the terrarium. Don't worry, you won't even notice I'm nearby. If I make enough headway in my work by the time you register, say, 200 Pokemon in the Blueberry Pokedex, I'll share that hot tip. Once again, she will be giving us access to some pretty rare Pokemon. So for the sake of argument, I say, oh my god, look at just all the Pokemon we have access to here. Even though this has mostly been an introductory episode, I think it's best to leave the exploring for later episodes. So we will do that post-haste. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood N-Man64. Join me next time as we explore the terrarium in its fullest in the next episode. Until we meet again, my lovelies, sayonara.